Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
What's going on? One half of the AFC Championship game.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida. We're at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I already done that. I've already done that. I'm probably going to lose this game.
Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest. You'll take the week off. Get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Offensively for Carolina, Teddy Bridgewater will be at the controls, the talented quarterback out of
Louisville. I ended up throwing 22 fucking interceptions, man. That ain't good.
They've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
They're calling interference on me. I don't think it was. I don't know, it was on them.
Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Look at this.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
There you go.
If they're as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to
good blocking on it.
Afterwards, so just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed.
22 miles an hour, man.
The evidence was right there.
Now the extra point.
Uh-oh.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And here now now the offense heading back out there. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? We're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Bridgewater throwing complete.
Why did you fucking turn around on me, man? That's bullshit.
7 here. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
I'm getting torched here.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey.
Fuck!
And this is going to lead to another first down.
Fucking McCaffrey, man. Shit!
That gain on 3rd down.
4th and forever, and he fucking picked it up.
They'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
It's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they'd say, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
I don't like how easy they move that. The fucking Bridgewater will take off running on you, man. You gotta contain them.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 41 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
See, why can't every pass be like that, man? You put it right on the money, buddy.
Big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
This offense is thin right now.
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Blankenship out for the point after. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
What you doing, man?
So
holy shit, what a kick.
Here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And his pass incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great
Watch him
range.
go for it.
What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's
holy shit, man. Come on.
Wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard
What the fuck,
line.
man?
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
No, it's pretty fucking intense. Shit.
They'll set up a throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
That's what you get for missing that block, man. Make it up.
Gain there of 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Quickly completed to the right flat. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They'll let this go for the end zone.
Ah!
Incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Now Leonard Fournette. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Second and 6. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Buccaneers 14, Panthers 3.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
Ah, shit.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. They want to take that course.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. This will be caught at about the 5. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
Oh, man.
And it's 21-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job.
How that wasn't picked off to start off with, man. What the hell, man?
And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That'll be a gain of 11, and that's... Well, they brought the pressure, and that... complete the pass.
Even as he took the... have to do, because... it's not always going to be... even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz. Completion, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Well, after an interception, last thing you wanted, they avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big time. The offense coming out, he told him, if you don't take care of this football,
he'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Fournette's
with his third touchdown of the game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Leonard Fournette for a big season there as he broke off a big one.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And they open open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
You share screening? What the fuck, man?
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So
Wait, just block it on purpose?
Here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
It was on purpose then?
And now back out comes the offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43.
Fuck, this ain't good.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
20-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love?
4 verts.
4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big, big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Fuck! Threw it right there, even though it saw him right there and threw it anyway. Fuck!
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And he overshot him there.
Should have been picked off, man.
He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll make it third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. That's
Ah, fuck.
The tight end. And he is
Come on, man. You gotta make that fucking tackle. Motherfucker.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until
You gotta be kidding me.
it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To the air again with Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're trying to dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey.
Fuck you, bitch.
Didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage. And
thank you. They call a timeout
they'll
on me?
take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Dante Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That has lots.
58-yarder, man. In the half because of pass interference.
Divisional round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. They're standing by as Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this divisional
mainly
round
probably because I got the share screen going on.
In just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. But first, let's take a look back at action from earlier. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game,
all right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Ah, shit.
They don't quite make it to the 25. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And I think it's safe to say we know who the game ball's probably going to after this one.
Without a doubt, they're going to stand up in the middle of the locker room after the game.
Yeah, Fournette just ran away from him on that one. You see that shit?
Game ball right here and got presented to him. And if he's smart, he'll accept the game ball, then say, dinner on me for the offensive line at the best steakhouse in town.
I can't hear you.
Make sure those guys are taken care of.
Those O-linemen have helped them to 4 touchdown runs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Escaping the pressure right. They'll try and run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
Oh, come on, man.
Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're
come on, man.
Correctly figured that one out.
You gotta hold on to that shit.
The Bucs trying on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus. Just
come on, man.
It didn't pay off in that situation.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
Oh, what the fuck?
And they are able to stop.
What the fuck was that? God damn, man.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4 down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he will take it across.
God, knocked him in, man.
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
Knocked him in the end zone, man. Fuck.
He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that poster out there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Fournette. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 25 stretch their lead.
The week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won. But I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Blankenship out for the point after.
He is a stud, man.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5
What'd you say?
plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, he's a fucking stud in this game, man. I made him a stud.
Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Fighting his way through contact. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On second and 12, Bridgewater. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
Oh, come on, man.
9 to the 46. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession.
Yeah.
He's played
I hosted one.
First half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches
what track you at?
Talk about that,
oh, you're in Indy?
That's where it starts.
I love fucking Indy, man.
Our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
God damn it!
The throw will be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney.
The fuck, man? Got hit as I threw it. Fuck! That was a fucking touchdown, too. What are you doing over there, man? Shit!
some
Did the fucking scrub hit you? Get past you? God damn it. Motherfucker!
Let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore.
Start trying. Fucking bullshit goddamn interception, man. It should piss me off.
So momentum, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's 2nd and a yard. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 1. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get... rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Incomplete to number 83.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. What a ball game and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for fun.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 19 yards away as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Bridgewater. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater again. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And Miller with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. And right side, they're going to go option here. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as they're... drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. To throw, Bridgewater. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get field for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Taking it about the 16.
Holding, receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
1st down.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Big Derek Brown making the stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, Scott. Able to find Harris, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, that was precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
Blankenship out for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
First down, Bridgewater. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
To throw again on second down, Bridgewater. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
On third down, Bridgewater. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
At least they were running the ball in the final play instead of trying to throw it to rub it in, but they still got in the end zone. I can't blame that, though, defensively. They were just kind of not even willing to stop them.
Yeah, they had an opportunity, but I think they looked at the scoreboard and said it doesn't matter either way, and that probably affected them on that play, and they ended up giving up one more score.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
Is it fully charged? What the fuck? I mean, they're a good team, man. Yeah, they were the number 2 seed for most of the year. They just got beat out like a couple weeks worth the playoffs by the Seahawks. Well, their defense is good, man. I mean, they beat Beast, you know, and they beat his ass too. It wasn't like a field goal game, man. They beat him. So, yeah.